How to apply for a PCO license in London. Step-by-step guide. Hello, and welcome to Westway Ride Guide on how to apply for a PCO license in London. If you want to work as a chauffeur, an Uber driver, or with any private hire operator in London, you need what is called a private hire driver license, also known as a PCO license. This license is issued by Transport for London, and in this video, I will walk you through the entire application process step by step. What is a PCO license? A PCO license allows you to work legally as a private hire driver in London. Whether you want to drive for a chauffeur company like Westway Ride or platforms such as Uber, Bolt, or Ola, you must have this license. It is valid for 3 years and comes with strict requirements because Transport for London wants to make sure that passengers are safe and that only professional and trustworthy drivers are licensed. Step 1. Check if you are eligible. Before you apply, you need to make sure you meet the eligibility criteria. You must be at least 21 years old. You need to have held a full UK, Northern Ireland, or European driving license for at least 3 years. You must have the legal right to live and work in the UK. You must be of good character, meaning you will undergo an enhanced criminal record check. You must be medically fit, meeting the DVLA Group 2 medical standards. You will also be required to complete English language assessments and prove your topographical skills, which means you need to know how to read maps and plan routes. From July 2024, you will also need to pass a Safety Equality and Regulatory Understanding test, known as the CERU assessment. Step 2. Research the role. Before applying, TfL recommends that you fully understand what becoming a private hire driver involves. Think about your income goals, the hours you plan to work, and the costs involved. This includes buying or renting a suitable vehicle, paying for insurance, and covering congestion charge or ultra-low emission zone fees if your vehicle does not comply. It is also a good idea to talk to existing drivers or even speak to trade unions such as the GMB Union or the App Drivers and Couriers Union, so you know exactly what to expect. Step 3. Create a TfL online account and apply. Applications are done online through the Transport for London website. You will start by creating an online account. Once registered, you can apply for a new license, renew an existing one, or track the progress of your application. Applications are processed in the order they are received, and there is no fast-track service. If anyone offers to sell you a fast-track license for extra money, that is a scam. TfL makes this very clear. The application fee is around £310, and this is non-refundable. Step 4. The criminal record check. You must complete an enhanced disclosure and barring service check, also known as a DBS check. TfL requires all drivers to subscribe to the DBS update service, and you must remain subscribed throughout the time you hold your license. If you are not subscribed, TfL will not grant or renew your license. Step 5. The medical examination. You must prove that you are medically fit to drive, meeting the Group 2 medical standards. This involves a full medical examination by your GP or by a doctor who has access to your full medical records. It will cover your eyesight, blood pressure, and any conditions such as diabetes or epilepsy. The cost varies depending on your doctor, usually between £80 and £150. Step 6. English language and CRU assessments. All private hire drivers in London must demonstrate English language ability. This includes speaking, listening, reading, and writing. If you do not already have a suitable qualification, you will need to take an approved test. From 2024, TfL also requires a Safety Equality and Regulatory Understanding assessment known as the HEERU test. This checks that you understand your responsibilities as a licensed driver, including passenger safety and equality requirements. Step 7. The Topographical Skills Test. Every applicant must also complete a topographical assessment. This test takes place at a TfL Driver Assessment Center and checks your ability to read maps, plan routes, identify important London locations. This ensures that drivers can still navigate professionally, even in situations where GPS may fail. Step 8. Tax checks with HMRC. Another important requirement is proving that you are registered to pay tax. If this is your first application, you must confirm that you understand HMRC rules on tax obligations. If you already hold or have recently held a taxi or private hire license, you will be required to complete a tax check with HMRC to show that you are paying the correct taxes. Step 9. Submitting documents. When applying, you need to upload or provide copies of several documents including your driving license, your passport or proof of identity, proof of address such as a utility bill, your DBS certificate, your medical report, English language certificate, topographical test certificate, and your HMRC tax check confirmation. It is very important that all your documents match exactly, including the spelling and order of your names. TfL requires consistency across all official documents to avoid identity issues. Step 10. TfL review and approval. Once you have submitted everything, Transport for London will review your application. Processing can take up to 16 weeks, sometimes longer if there are delays with documents. If successful, you will receive your PCO license badge and paper license in the post. The license will last for 3 years, after which you need to renew. Key points to remember. The PCO license is mandatory for all private hire drivers in London. You cannot legally work without it. The process includes criminal record checks, medical exams, English and SIRU tests, and topographical skills assessments. The cost can add up, with the application fee, medical exam, DBS check, and tests all combined. Once licensed, you can work for any licensed operator across London, and that is the complete process of applying for a PCO license in London. If you are planning to join the chauffeur industry or work with private hire operators, getting this license is your first big step. At Westway Ride, all of our chauffeurs are fully licensed, trained, and compliant with TfL standards, so our clients can travel safely and in style. If you found this guide useful, do not forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and explore more guides on London travel and the chauffeur industry. Thank you for watching.